What it is, Zion. May the blessing of the Most High be upon all of you. May y'all be blessed. May y'all stay blessed. Today, by the glory of God, we're going to talk about the technical achievement of our forefathers. And we're going to talk about ancient technology today. You know, a lot of y'all may not know, Esau has conditioned our mind to believe that the ancient people, that there was a linear, progress of technology in the ancient time. That our forefather was not that advanced. They give us this caveman narrative story. They want us to believe in this nonsense that people in the ancient time didn't make no high advanced progress in technology. That this is the dawn of a technical age. That is in this generation that we made all the achievement in science. This is actually false. Because all the discovery, all the artifact and the monument that the ancient people has built disprove this notion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all may not know. You know what I'm saying? 90% of all the ancient historical artifacts are being hidden. You know what I'm saying? All the ancient historical facts they discover, for instance, of the Assyrians, the Babylonians, throughout Africa, 90% of which they have kept these artifacts hidden. These assholes have warehouses in Europe, America, thousands of them, where they keep 90% of all the ancient historical artifacts locked up. You know what I'm saying? They only allowed a small percentage of historical artifacts to be out here. If they don't do that, they would not be able to sell this narrative that the ancient people were primitive people, that the ancient people made no high, advancement in science. Esau, basically what he does, he collect all these ancient historical technology, he re-engineer them, and he mass industrialize them and making trillions of dollars in profit. For instance, the cell phone industry. We now discover that the ancient Babylonian has cell phone. We even discovered that the Egyptians, and the people of India, that these people invented cell phone. If you look on the plate of Narmer, which was discovered in the region of Sudan, if you look at the plate of Narmer, he has a servant standing behind him. And that servant that's standing behind Narmer has a cell phone in his hand and a Bluetooth in his ears. And this brother is walking around with etheric energy and he's plasmifying the place with etheric energy. How can you explain that right after the deluge, this brother is building, not only do you see his servant holding cell phone and Bluetooth in his ear, but literally this brother is building hydraulic cities. They don't tell you that Narmer, was building a hydraulic cities in Egypt and Sudan. This brother was building hydraulic cities right after the flood. And they discover in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar II, they discover a golden tube cylinders that shows depiction of nuclear arsenal, nuclear bombs. When I seen this, it almost reminded me of this French archaeologist that went to Congo, and this white man had discovered in Congo that alchemy was so advanced in the ancient time in Africa that they were enriching the uranium. He discovered these places in Congo, a place where he was excavating. He discovered that these chemical jars and stuff like that, and he discovered a uranium element in it, and he discovered that these Africans were actually enriching the uranium. When he discovered this and he proven this, they were giving him such hard time and threatened to get rid of him if he does not stop talking about these things. This white man literally discovered in Africa that the ancient Africans were enriching the uranium. They were enriching the uranium. We living in an age where they are telling us that the white man invented nuclear bombs. But when we look at all these ancient historical artifacts, we find it to be complete false. We find it to be false. Huh? Nuclear arsenal been around thousands of years ago, long before Esau came in power. Long before Esau came in power, we see nuclear arsenal being used. You know what I'm saying? There's even discovery of cities that was detonated by nuclear bombs. They discovered this in Asia, and they even made a discovery in Gambia in Africa that they were using nuclear arsenals. Huh? You know what I'm saying? They also made a discovery in Babylon. The Babylonian people, you know what I'm saying, which are these people you see, the Assyrians, huh? These people are Africans. A lot of you may not know the children of Assyria or the children of Kathura. You know what I'm saying? Kathura is the third wife of Abraham. Kathura is Abraham's third wife. And one of her son name was they call him Saracen. You know, the Persians are also Kathura children. The medium. They are the children of Kathura. You know, when God told Abraham he will make a great nation out of all his children. You know, he indeed did that. You know, because out of the lineage of Kathura, the Persians, the Assyrians, and the Carthaginians, one of her sons' name was Afri, which the Carthaginian Empire came out of. You know what I'm saying? The Carthaginian Empire came out of that lineage. Yeah. So Abraham's children founded many great nations. That's why we call him Abraham, which means the father of the black nation. Ab meaning father, Ram meaning nation, Ham meaning black. Abraham, the father of the black nations. Because many great black nations was descendant of him. Not just the nation of Isaac, but Ishmael. You know what I'm saying? And all the children of Kathura. Kathura gave Abraham 6 sons, and all of them find a great nation on the face of this earth. And among the great of these nations, among the children of Kathura, are the Persian Empire, the Carthaginian Empire, you know what I'm saying, and the Assyrian Empire. You know, so these were all founded by the children of Kathura. You know, the Persians are not white people. These are black people. The people you see today in modern day Persia, these people are Greco-Romans. They not Persian. The Iranians are not Persian. They're Greeks and Roman descent mixed with Arab blood. You know what I'm saying? The people you see today in Assyria, that's not even the real location of Assyria. You know what I'm saying? But the people you see today in Assyria, these people are not Assyrian. These are Greco-Romans with Arab bloods mixed with Canaanite. You know what I'm saying? They have Canaanite blood. A lot of these Arabs are Canaanite. You know what I'm saying? Canaan, a lot of y'all think that Canaan, because he's the son of Ham, he's black. But Canaan was cursed with leprosy. God cursed Canaan with leprosy. And he said unto Canaan, when he cursed him with leprosy, because he was lusting after the land of Shem. When he cursed Canaan with leprosy, he said, you will be, when Canaan became white as snow, the Lord prophesied unto Canaan, he said, you and all your progenitor shall be unto your likeness a clean leprous, white as snow. You know what I'm saying? God cursed Canaan with his entire lineage to be white. That's the same curse of Cain that God put upon Cain, he also put upon Canaan. When you look on the mirror wall in Egypt, the Egyptian depicted the Canaanite as Arabs and Chinese. And some of the white American Indians are also Canaanite. You know what I'm saying? Canaan lineage were cursed with leprosy. They were cursed to be white. The Canaanite are not black. They're not black. So a lot of these Arab you see today in Palestine and all this Syria and Jordan, you can research it, you will see these people have Canaanite blood in them. You know what I'm saying? These are Canaanite. You know what I'm saying? These people are not Assyrians. The original Assyrians are the people you call today the Hose people, the Hose of Nigeria, the northern Nigerian, and the people of these Berber you see in Niger. They are the original Assyrians. You know what I'm saying? These people are the original Assyrians. The so-called people you see today are not Assyrians. You know what I'm saying? When you go to Africa, you go to Nigeria, the Hussein, these Berber, they are the tribe of Assyria. The Assyrian are the lineage of Qathura. And if you look at the Assyrian, they depict themselves as identical as they depict them, the Africans. You know, they depict themselves brown and dark skins. These people are not Arabs. These people are not white. These are people or black people. Huh? And much of the innovation of the Assyrian they got from the Egyptians. They got these technology from the Egyptians. Huh? These people invented cars, mechanical tanks. You know what I'm saying? We also see a similar on the Egyptian wall. Huh? When they tell you, oh, the German invented Mercedes-Benz, but we see right here. Huh? Y'all see through the images that's flowing through the screen. Y'all see right there. You see Mercedes-Benz. We invented Mercedes-Benz. We invented modern car. Modern car is our innovations. You know? Even when the European came to America, a lot of these ancient electric cars that you see here in America, y'all think that the white man invented. The white man didn't invent nothing. These are all the innovations of the Aztecs and the Mayans. And I'm going to do more video on those, proving the technical achievement of the Mayan and Aztec. The Mayan and Aztec was more technologically advanced than what mainstream media are telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? They were more technologically advanced than what mainstream media is telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? These people had mechanical tanks, man. Huh? They drive itself. Huh? They had modern cars that look just like our modern automobile. Mercedes-Benz they invented. Huh? They also had a sophisticated hydroelectrical engineering. They said that these people were growing things in their farm institution. They were growing things in a matter of days. Huh? It was said that the Tower of Babel, the tower that the Nebuchadnezzar built in the center of Babylon was twice the size of Burj Al Arab. Herodotus wrote this, and the size that he given is twice the size of Burj Al Arab. You know what I'm saying? And this was done by black people. Nebuchadnezzar is a black man. The children of Qathura, the Fulbay people. Qathura is descendant of the Fulbay people. Look at these people, the Assyrians. They look just like the Fulani and the Fulbay of Africa. They look just like these Berbers in Africa, man. The skyscraper, he's building a skyscraper. Babylon itself was in Africa. The real Babylon, the historical Babylon is in Africa. Is in the region of Sudan. And here Herodotus is telling us that the skyscraper that he built in the center of his city, is, the size that he given us is twice the size of Burj Al Arab. Twice the size of Burj Al Arab. These people have cell phones, they have modern cars. They building skyscrapers. You see the buildings in the cities with more than 3 to 4 story highs. And it goes up. 20-story high buildings. And many mile-long buildings that surpass even our modern skyscrapers. And yet y'all want to believe that this is the dawn of civilization. They are hiding all of this. Look how long it took them. It took these Edomite nation. Look how long it took them just to catch up to what our forefathers been doing. You know, it's been stated and proven that the measure of intelligence of a black baby, born under the span of 9 hours, is what would take a white baby 6 weeks to achieve. The measure of intelligence of a black baby born under the span of 9 hours is what will take a white baby 6 weeks to achieve.